everyone, this is Sherry at So Conscious, and this is going to be your all signs reading for this coming week of what do you need to know. We're just going to see what comes up for each and every sign, starting with Aries and moving on through Pisces. And these are going to be general readings for whenever you find them that are going to be timeless. We're just going to pull some cards, and for these readings, I don't do clarifications. I just pull some images, pull the cards and see what comes through. And then at the end, I'll have the universe try and wrap it up and see what comes up as a final message. So we're going to go ahead and start with Aries and see what do you need to know this week. And it's very interesting because I actually had to start this over again because I tried to do this and my cat kept getting up in the middle of every sign, every reading, and he ended up knocking over everything on my table and even ended up breaking my shell for that I put my sage in. So for Aries, this is for Aries. For Aries, overall, your overall energy is kind of a remembrance, looking back. You're looking back on something. Maybe even since we're in a Mercury retrograde, thinking about a past connection, possibly with someone, or reminiscing on the past, thinking about reconnecting with somebody, or maybe hoping to reconnect with somebody. Mercury retrograde tends to do that. It tends to make us kind of think about past partners or things in our past quite a bit, actually. So that doesn't surprise me that that's coming out, honestly. So what does Aries need to know? Please show me what I need to see, please. For Aries, what do they need to know for this coming week? What do they need to know? Please show me what they need to know. It's really making me shuffle. There we go. Okay. Okay, it's telling me it's done. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we got the Lovers card. So this definitely is a significant connection for sure. That you believe has ended, you thought had ended. But I think this person is going to surprise you. I really think that whoever this is for you, they may be considering moving toward you, or you're considering moving toward them. I think that you're on the fence about this, Aries. I think if this person approaches, it's going to cause you a little anxiety and stress for sure. It's a situation you thought had ended, but you're looking back on it and wondering what's going on with this person. I think you are thinking about them, but this is either you moved away from them or they moved away from you. Definitely, I definitely see there was an ending here to this situation. Whoever this lover is that signifies this lover to you, it definitely came to an end at some point. And you were very undecided for a while, Aries, on whether you wanted to move forward or not with this, or whether you wanted to give this another shot or not. If it did happen, I definitely I actually feel that it's you that walked away in this, because I see a lot of burden and the fact that this person potentially reconnecting with you is going to cause you some anxiety. But I do see that deep down there's this desire, Aries, to connect with this person, even though you may not be completely sure, and have some concerns. Your middle card is, which to me, the way I structure these is everything kind of plays off of this middle card. And your middle card is the Three of Pentacles. So it's that wanting to work together. You're wanting to work together with this person. But I think in doing so right now, that you're, the thought of that causes you some anxiety. And so you're a little bit, like on the fence about whether, if this person comes around again, I think that you're going to be a little hesitant, with and a little cautious when it comes to dealing with this person again, is what I'm really picking up on. So let's go ahead and wrap this up and see what the universe wants to add. Get 3 cards to wrap this up. Give me 3 cards to wrap this up, please. Well, there's a card that flipped. The Ace of Truth. Yeah, and I was feeling that. Definitely that you're wanting some clarity in this situation. Because like I said, I really feel like this, that you're hesitant. I feel this hesitation to want to start this again. And I think because there's some things that need to be discussed. There's some stuff that needs to, be ironed out that hasn't been clarified in this relationship, and I think that's what causes you the anxiety, because there's things that are that haven't really been like brought to light, like you guys haven't really truly discussed, like maybe there's some issues around discussing those things, but if you have this new start, you want it to be to happen in that energy of that Ace of Swords, and have that new beginning that's based in truth, like to really open up with each other and get all the cards on the table, so to speak, is what I'm really seeing. And this is someone that you do have a lot of feelings for. Not only do you have the Lovers, but with this Empress here, I'm really feeling that this is someone that matters significantly to you, that you see a value and of worth. But then you do have the Death card. So this definitely, you feel like this has ended. That the things with this person, this whatever you had with this person, you think things have ended. But you are hopeful. I see a little bit of hope in wanting to come back together with this person. And I do feel like they have a little bit, with this Chariot, I feel like there's a mutual desire to move toward each other, which, they may be thinking about it as well. But this is focused on you, and this isn't a love reading. So what I'm really feeling is your energy, and the fact that there's anxiety around working together with this person. But you're definitely desiring and hoping that, deep down you're wanting things to work out, even though it brings you anxiety and fear. You have some fear around reconnecting with this person. But you deep down, you really do have a desire to make this work. That's what I really am picking up. So that's what I have for you, Aries. So far, my cat is wanting to be behaved this time. So hopefully that stays the case and he stays off the table, since he caused so much ruckus on and I had to actually start the reading over. So Taurus, we're moving on to Taurus. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm going to keep that card out, because everything happens for a reason, and there must have been a reason why I picked up that deck. So it looks like for Taurus, for what do you need to know this week? Your overall energy is the World. So starting new, let's see. And oh my gosh, I'm going to make all my cards go backwards. So you also have the Knight of Swords. So it's like you might have gained some clarity, and you want to move very fast towards something. So something has shifted in your life. Something has, with that World card being there, something has definitely shifted inside of you, Taurus, is what I'm picking up on. And whatever that shift was, with clarity now what direction you want to head, and you want to head there with everything you got. You're really picking up on, the Knight of Swords it can be a very fast moving card. So you're moving quickly towards something, whatever it may be. Let's see, get the rest of the reading here. Okay, so it's telling me it's done. So it looks like this could be a relationship. It could be a commitment that you're looking toward. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but I am picking up on relationship energy. I seem to be picking up on that quite a bit lately, as opposed to more generalized messages. It looks like you're wanting to come together and work. You're wanting to take a chance and work together with someone. It looks like you have a lot of desire for that, you know, I think that there was some distance, maybe a little bit of in and out with this person. With this Five of Pentacles being in the center of your spread, I'm really picking up on that, you know, that there was a little bit of distance, like maybe you guys couldn't quite come together, you know, that you felt like things just weren't like coming together in the way that you had hoped for, and you didn't know why this person was being distant to you, and it was causing you to feel a little bit out in the cold, like on the sidelines. Like I'm really feeling like somebody was keeping you a little bit on the sidelines maybe, and they weren't letting you fully in. And so I'm for whoever, whatever Tauruses I'm reading for, you know, it seems like that using your intuition, you realized that you needed to step it up a little bit more, you know, that you needed to take more action, because I'm seeing a lot of cards of action on this table, and you realized to get this Nine of Cups, you needed to take action. You needed to be the one to initiate and take action, to make something happen. And I see a Taurus that is doing that, is trying to make something happen, you know, to get this Four of Wands. And you're wanting to, you know, you're hoping that by, you know, with that Six of Pentacles, by giving more, that person is going to reciprocate. And you're being hopeful of that. You know, with that Fool, you're really being hopeful that your efforts are going to be met, you know, met equally, you know, that they're going to reciprocate with this, this same energy that you're wanting to put into this and make this happen. It's like almost a little bit of a determinedness to make something come together and happen, because you realize that you're the one that needs to make the effort, or make more of an effort, is what I'm really picking up on, Taurus. I'm happy. I'm feeling, this reading feels like they're a lot better. Oh, well, okay. One card's just want to dump out everywhere. Because I did struggle. I've tried to do this particular reading a couple times now. I had my cat on one of the readings, was up here every sign and knocking things over, and ended up breaking my shelf, or my my sage. And then also I had one where it was just like the readings weren't coming through, the energy I was having, there was some blockages for me, so I had to cut that off. I couldn't do them yesterday when I tried. It's just like, I think there was something going on with me that the messages weren't coming through clearly for me. So this is my third attempt at doing this video for this week. So the universe has for you the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Fool. So what I really feel like is that this is kind of, I can, with this, a lot of these wands being here, you know, wands are a lot of taking action, especially with the Fool. But I think that it's saying that, you know, it's twofold. I'm getting a little bit of a twofold message here, which is why I'm hesitating a little bit, because there's two separate kind of messages here. One is to be cautious of being in that, you know, defensive energy or guarded energy, when if you're going to take this risk, you know, so that, because it's like almost conflicting of being cautious and wanting to take a risk at the same time. It's kind of that energy. But I also see that, you know, I see both the positive and negative aspects right now. And so it's like, with this message from the universe, it's kind of twofold in saying, you know, at one point, you know, be cautious how you're taking this risk, but at the same time, it's saying, you know, taking this risk, it will help bring down, you know, it might help change things, change this energy of feeling defensed and guarded, because in the past, it's like almost like that's coming to an end. So to be cautious that you're not in that energy when you take that risk, is what I'm really feeling. Because with this, with the World card being your overarching card, it's like saying, okay, you've gained this new perspective and you're ready to take this chance. But don't fall back in what you, in this energy that you were in before, of really take that risk, really start new. Don't bring anything from the past into this. Don't build, if you still have those feelings of being a little bit guarded and defensive because you weren't sure how this person felt, or you felt a little bit, if there was a little bit of pain associated with this person keeping you at a distance and standing off a little bit from you, to put that down, to take that risk, really take that risk, start anew, start fresh, and really take that risk is what I'm feeling. But there's also that twofold message of it's okay to be a little bit cautious, and be practical, because Tauruses can definitely be practical and want to do things practically. So they're going to try and be reasonable about the risk. It's kind of that as well. So, but there is that kind of slight message of if you're going to start this, lay down anything from, any burdens. Lay down your burdens before you take this risk. But it is okay to, to be practical about it. So it's that kind of a twofold message, is what I really picked up on. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for you. And we're going to go ahead and move on to Gemini. So hello, Gemini. Hello, any Geminis out there that decided to join us. This is going to be what do you need to know for this week. So your overall energy is the Hangman. The Hangman energy is your overall energy for this week. So a pause is what I'm really feeling. You're in a pause. I'm really feeling like you're trying to work out something, whatever. We'll see if we can get, see what else comes up here with this Hangman. But I'm really getting an energy of pause. I'm just gonna not do anything, I really am feeling like not wanting to take any action in any direction, just a pause. But I'm almost feeling that could work against you a little bit. So we'll see what comes through. And you got the Hermit as your center card, which is that's like the main card. I kind of do this almost like the center card is, it's like the main energy, and then everything around it is like the spokes of a wheel. So I felt that Tower energy. I told you that I felt like that may not work in your benefit. I was feeling that Tower coming when I talked about that pause and not wanting to take action in any direction. I was feeling that Tower, and so it's not shocking me a Tower came out, honestly, because I was feeling that may not work in your benefit to do that, Gemini. So interesting enough, if you watch this week's soul weather weekly forecast that I do, I really think, Gemini in particularly, that you might want to take a look at that. And the reason I'm saying that is because the Queen and King of Swords came up here right next to each other, exactly the way that it did in my weekly forecast, my soul weather weekly forecast, in the same positions where the King came first, followed by the Queen. It was a different deck, so the cards looked a little bit different than this, where, so this, I really feel like this is a, I'm picking up a relationship energy with this Queen and King of Swords being here. But look at these two. Their backs, the way these came out, their backs are to each other. They're not communicating. And so I really feel like you're not communicating with this person, Gemini, is what is causing this Tower moment. That maybe you've been in this Hermit energy a little bit too long and it's working against you. I think that there is definitely a desire to, with this Nine of Cups being here, that a desire to communicate with this person. And you find them, you see them as a point of stability, and you want things to come together correctly with this person. I think that they did hurt you a little bit. I think that you, with this Seven of Wands here, I am feeling a kind of guarded energy, a little bit of like you're not sure quite how you want to approach this person. You're kind of, it's that standing back. It's like, I'm kind of a standing back energy of, that has to do with that pause and that Hermit. It's like, I'm just going to sit back and I'm not going to do anything, just like this person's got her head turned. It's like, I'm ignoring the situation. I just want to move on from it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to I don't want to communicate with this person right now. But with this Tower being here and you're in the Hierophant, I really am thinking that you're starting to realize that that you may need to communicate with this person. I think that you not communicating how you feel and bringing some justice to this situation is what's causing this Tower, is what I'm really picking up, that it's causing this Tower for you, for things to keep falling down because you're not bringing justice to the situation with this person. That there's something that needs to be said, ironed out. Maybe things didn't end on the best terms, so you're kind of trying to forget about this person instead of, there might be something that still needs to be said in this situation that hasn't been. With this Justice being here, it really is telling me that there was something that wasn't resolved, that still needs to be brought to justice, in this matter, that there's still something outlying there that needs to be resolved, which is why, you might be feeling that Tower energy, by not wanting to communicate with this person and not wanting to do anything about it. So then for the message from the universe, we have the Ten of Wands with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So you feel like, working with this person that it's a burden and that it's going to cause some conflict, is what you really are feeling, that this isn't easy, that working with this person isn't easy for you. And so that's why you're just wanting to ignore the situation, because working with this person isn't the easiest thing to do, is what I really got. That's what I have for you. We're going ahead and leaving it there. I mean, of course, you probably know that working with this person I think that's clarifying who this person is for you. I think that was really what the universe was trying to do, is clarify who that person is for you. It's somebody that you have a hard time communicating with, that you feel like there's conflict and that there's a challenge around communicating with that person or working together with that person, with that Eight of Pentacles being with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So it's something that's not easy for you at all. So that was kind of clarifying who the person is to you, so that you can kind of know who that is, and understand that with your cards, it's saying that not communicating with this person or not trying to, being in that Hangman energy, being in that Hermit energy, that's what's causing you those Towers. There needs to be some communication. Like I saw with the King and Queen of Swords sitting there back to back with one another. If you're not talking to this person, you're not communicating with this person, So you do, everything is there saying that you do need, if nothing less, Gemini, there needs to be a conversation between you and this person to bring justice to the matter, because there's still something that is unresolved yet in that situation. That's what I have for you. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to Cancer. So hello, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me. This is what do you need to know for this week. And it may not seem like I shuffled these cards, but if you want to rewind a little bit, I was shuffling them at the end of Gemini's reading, and that card flipped over. So your overall energy for this week is the Five of Pentacles. So feeling a little bit left out in the cold, I feel like there's been no communication with someone. Interesting enough, we have the Hangman in reverse. So it's like you want to come out from the cold with someone that's significant to you. And this is a very significant relationship to you. We have the Emperor and the Empress. But it's looking like this is either, there's been a long time has passed since you guys have communicated with one another. This is definitely significant because not only do we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Emperor and Empress card. Oh my gosh, my cat about landed on top of me there. I don't know what, almost fell on me. There's definitely been pain in the situation. We have the Three of Swords, so definitely been pain. Five of Wands, so there's been this little bit of conflict as well. But I see you wanting to come together because we have the Hangman in reverse, and I don't have my cards set to reversals, but I mentioned once before in the last 3 weeks specifically, I've had at least one card, it seems like almost a reading, coming out in reverse, even though I have all my cards in my decks upright and I shuffle them so they come out upright. I seem to be getting an occasional card in reverse, and you have the Hangman out in reverse, which means you're coming out of this, this being, kind of contemplating introspection regarding this. Either you've gotten a new epiphany on this, I'm really drawn to that light, and with it being upside down, like, that light is really radiating out from her head, like you've had a new idea, you've had a new perspective on this. But with this Temperance here being in the center, you not only have you had to have a lot of patience in this matter, Cancer, you've also I'm really picking up on time has passed too, because this is, even with that Ten of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles as your overall arching card. So it's like, I'm really picking up on, that there's been time too. Enough time that there's, that things have happened to cause heartbreak in this situation between whoever your counterpart is. Because we have the divine counterparts here of the Emperor and Empress. So this is definitely a significant person to you. So, I mean, this could be someone even that you could be married to each other and just there's been a distance between you two, which has got you feeling, this separation out in the cold feeling. Or it could just be a relationship that you're in. But I see this with this Two of Wands, that you're wanting to, you're wanting to lay down that other, whatever happened between you and this person, you're kind of wanting to put that in the past. You're turning your back to whatever happened. You're wanting to let go of that, with that sitting on the wall, you're wanting to let go of that, and you're wanting to start new. You've got that new wand and you're looking out, wanting to start something new and, bring this together, in love. You're wanting to bring this together in love. So, I hope that this resonated with you. If you're a Cancer watching this, I really feel like the overall message that is coming through is that you're wanting to work together with someone. Whoever caused you whoever is significant to you in your life that caused you this heartbreak, you're kind of wanting to lay that down. You have some new ideas on how you can change the situation, and hopefully you're wanting to be hopeful and move forward and bring this together, to bring things back together with this person in a positive light is what I'm really seeing for you, Cancer. So the overall energy, the overall cards we're getting from the universe. I got one more here. Get one more card, please. What's that card there? Okay. So King of Cups. Yeah, it's someone you have a lot of love for. But this has been very stressful. You have the King of Cups with the Nine of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So it hasn't been easy working with this person. You have a lot of love for them. And you've, with this King of Cups, you've been holding back a little bit. You've been a little bit reserved because this has been a challenge. It's caused you a lot of stress. It's caused you a lot of stress trying to bring things together with this person. So, but it looks like that, you're getting past that, or you have an idea of how to get past that, Cancer. So it'll be interesting to see if your idea, whatever your idea to bring this back together, if it works or not. That'll come out in future readings. But the energy right now is that you're in a place where if you haven't had it yet, you're going to have a new way of thinking, an epiphany of sorts that's going to help you figure out how to move forward with that person, and in a way that hopefully you can bring that situation back together, is what I feel for you. So that's coming. If it hasn't came already for you, is what you need to know. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Leo. Hello, Leo. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate everyone that does. So we have the King of Cups for you, Leo, for your overall energy. So, King of Cups definitely has a lot of love. That's the primary card of love, the overarching card of love. And but the King of Cups can be a little bit stingy about their love. They're very picky about who they want to give their love to, and I'm really picking that up for you right now. As in this week, what you need to know is that you might be holding back a little bit too much, but we'll see what comes up here with this. Yeah, I'm really feeling like, oh my gosh, the Hangman came up in reverse again as your center card. That came up in Gemini's reading as well. In Cancer's reading as well. But yours is in the center of being the primary card in the spread. So for you, I feel like that, you're ready to move forward. Whereas Cancer, I really felt like it was a new idea that you gained, that they were coming out of this Hangman energy because they had a new idea of a way to move forward. For you, I just feel like you're ready to get off the fence, that you've been hanging back and not really putting yourself out there, Leo, and you're ready to do that. But you still are being a little bit cautious. You're not going to give your love to just anyone. I don't feel like I'm picking up on Leos that just really just want to go out there and have a good time and have casual sex sort of thing. I'm not feeling that. Although you could, we do have the King of Wands here, which is Leo in their energy as well. But I'm picking up more, because the King of Wands can be that player energy, but I'm not picking that up off of this card, especially with it sitting right next to the Ace of Pentacles. That what I feel like is just with that King of Wands, it's more of that determination to put yourself back out there, to take control of your situation, to put yourself back out there, to look for someone, to look for someone that is going to bring you, that you can come together with and work with, you know, that's going to bring you what you feel is your 10 of Pentacles, whatever that looks like for you. And with the 3 of Cups here, wanting to work together with someone, you know, like I said, this can also be a celebration card. So it could be going out, having a good time, you know, but you do have a tendency with this 5 of Wands to get in your own way and kind of self-sabotage your connections. So keep that in mind, Leo, and that could be why, you know, you've had things not go right in relationships in the past, which is why you're in this King of Cups energy of being a little bit stingy when it comes to love, because you're wanting to find the right person is what I'm really picking up on. You're wanting to find that person that's going to come right. And you're willing to invest with that Ace of Pentacles. You're willing to invest in somebody that that does come right, is what I'm really picking up on. And if they don't, then you're going to be in this kind of 2 of Pentacles of, I don't know about, you know, I don't know if I want to do this or not. You know, I don't see you wanting to offer that Ace of Pentacles to anyone that I'm really picking this up as that 2 of Pentacles is you're not going to want to offer your love or this Ace of Pentacles to anyone that's in and out, that's undecided, that isn't all in for you, that hasn't made up their mind, you know, that like someone that is like not sure whether they want to move forward with you. If they're not sure they want to be with you, Leo, then you're not gonna have that offer for them, is what I really am picking up on. So let's go ahead and get 3 final cards from the universe. How do you want to wrap this up, universe, please? 3 final cards to wrap this up, please. Okay. Oh, well, it gave me 4, so we'll go ahead and take them, since they all kind of dropped out together there. So I have the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. So it is wanting to, you know, wanting to invest. That 7 of Pentacles is kind of, is looking at where you want to plant your seeds. Where do you want to invest your time? You know, where do you want to grow something? And with that Ace of Wands being there, it's like, you know, you really do have a desire to connect with somebody. There's really the desire. But, you know, you have the 4 of Wands here that is like, you know, it has been difficult when it comes to relationships and love. You've had to heal some stuff. And I really feel with that Queen of Pentacles, you know, you're sitting in that energy, Leo, of that Queen of Pentacles of, you know, I really feel like I'm talking to a Leo that has, you know, has experienced a lot of life, you know, that Queen of Pentacles energy, it even ties back, it's duplicated. You have the Queen of Pentacles from 2 different decks here. So it's tying back to saying this is somebody, a Leo that is pretty independent, you know, that has everything that she needs in life, you know, except for maybe that partner, that's other person. And I see a Leo that is still willing to look for that person, you know, is decided to put herself back out there and see if she can find a partner, and is ready to offer something to someone if they come in the right way, and they're wanting to show up for her, wanting, you know, or her or him, wanting to show up for them. I said her because like the Queen of Pentacles, because I was talking Queen of Pentacles, and which is female on the card, but it's male or female regardless. It's a Leo that is ready to, you know, ready to take a chance on someone if they show that they're wanting to show up for Leo, is essentially what I've got here. So that's what I have for you for what you need to know this week. This is all about a Leo that is ready to put themselves back out there, probably, and start dating again, that you maybe haven't been. But if you're not in that energy, you may be getting ready to step into that energy. So that's what you need to know, that if you're not in that energy, you will be soon, Leo. Okay, so that was Leo, so we're going to go ahead and move on to Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate everyone that does. So for my Virgos, I have overall the Four of Swords. So taking a time out. Oh, got a card. I put a card back in the wrong deck. Interesting enough. So let's see what we have with this Four of Swords. But I really feel like you're in time out mode, not wanting to put much energy toward anything, because Four of Swords can be that card of healing. I'm not picking up so much healing energy. Yeah, there is a little bit of that around that card right now, but that's not the main thing that I'm picking, main energy I'm picking up, or the main feeling I'm getting. I'm getting a Virgo that is just wanting to take a time out, wanting to kind of just take a break from things in general, you know, not wanting to deal with much of anything. Okay, we have Two of Cups, so this is definitely going to be a significant, it's around a significant relationship for you that has been trying and challenging. Oh yes, with that Nine of Swords being in the middle of your spread here. Oh yeah, this has been very, very challenging for you, Virgo. Extremely challenging working with this person. There's been a lot of toxic behavior. It's caused you a lot of stress and anxiety working with this person. It's very toxic. Now I do see that this is a significant person for you, because you do have the Two of Cups here, so it is significant, but it's caused you a lot of heartbreak, which, I think that you've mostly healed a little bit from what's going on, because I wasn't picking up in that overall energy of the Four of Swords, a lot of healing, that I was picking up a little bit of healing, but mostly just, I need a break from this. I need a timeout. I need a break from this, because this person's a bit much. And you feel like there's been some maybe some lies, that have been told, some deceptions, maybe some things that have been hidden, that it's like you don't completely trust this person 100%. And so it's got you just feeling just, you saw me take a deep breath. I need a break. I need a break. Is what I need a break from working with this person, is what I feel, is what you need to know, that you're needing to take a break. If you're not, you might need to think about taking a break, just taking some time to yourself. With this Nine of Pentacles, taking some time to yourself, especially with that Four of Swords and feeling like a timeout. Like you really need to take some time to yourself, Virgo, is what I'm picking up on. So it looks like you just don't want to. Yeah, the cards we have to wrap this up are the Nine of Cups, followed by the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you do want this to come together, like you're wanting to move toward this person, but cautiously, in that slow moving manner. Like you want this to come together slowly, but it's being, this Nine of Cups is something, this is something that you do desire to, work things out with this person, is what I'm picking up on. You do desire that, especially with that Five of Wands. You're wanting to get out of that conflict. You're wanting to get out of any thoughts or any behaviors that sabotage this, that brings out this conflict, that brings out this pain. You're wanting to get past that, but it's very slow going. It's very, very slow with that Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be slow. It's not going to be, to get past this situation, it's going to take some time. It's going to be slow with that Knight of Pentacles. It's going to come around slowly, but it's only going to come about if you do your best to avoid conflict or self-sabotage, is what then you're going to have that wish. That's what I feel for you, Virgo. So that's what I have for you, Virgo, for what do you need to know for this week. I hope you enjoyed the message. If you do, of course, feel free to hit that like button or comment down below. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Libra. Hello, Libra. Hello, any Librans that decided to come and join me this week. Thank you for sharing your time with me. So what we have, your overarching energy is the Hermit. So it looks like you're needing to, a lot of people seem like they're taking a break this week in some way, form, or fashion. Like they're either, it's like this holding back energy, like either getting a lot of Hangman, a lot of Hermit, a lot of, Four of Swords. There's just been a lot of hanging back. Oh my gosh, first card out, we get the Devil. Get a piece of paper somewhere. Okay, so it's telling me that's where it wants to be. So you have the King of Swords as your primary focal point of this reading. Okay. So, what I have for you for what you need to know for this coming week, Libra, is it looks like I almost am feeling like you're looking at things, your behaviors, where you've, I'm really picking up on where you have been. This is really interesting. And I get, I'm going to blame this on Mercury retrograde, me not wanting to get my thoughts across here. I want to draw your attention to, if you have not watched it, my soul weather weekly forecast for this week. It had the Ace of Pentacles with the King and Queen of Swords. And you're not the only sign either that had this King and Queen of Swords. I believe Gemini had it right, the King and Queen of Swords right next to one another as well as it coming out in my weekly reading. So if you haven't watched that, you might want to. It might have something for you. I'm only saying that because those two cards came out together here and it also came out there. You might want to think about watching Gemini's reading since it came up in theirs as well, especially if you have any Gemini in your chart. But where in Gemini's and in the overall, these cards were King first with Queen first. And the way these came out in your spread is like this. So I see this as not only a couple that's a couple that's on, the same page in that Swords energy, two people in that Swords energy, but that are trying to come together. But you guys are facing each other. Where in those readings they were kind of facing away from each other. You're in this reading, you're facing toward each other. But however, in a sense, this did come out in the same order because the King of Swords in your spread was your prime dominant energy in the spread. It's the focal card. So that Queen of Swords does come out after it in the way I have the spread. Libra. I'm sorry, I got hung up on Gemini. I keep getting drawn back to the Gemini read, so I really think that could hold something for you, like I said, especially if you have Gemini in your chart. But here, I really feel like there's communication about to happen, like between you and this person. And you want, I think this is a Libra that wants to set any toxic behavior down. Definitely wanting to be, clarity and wanting to have open and honest communication with someone. Really wanting to see things for the reality. They see things for what they really are. and have that really open, honest dialogue with someone, whoever this is for you. I didn't mean for these readings to be centered around love and relationships, but they are coming up that way. But with this overarching energy of the Hermit for you, Libra, you know, that communication isn't happening yet. There's definitely a desire to communicate with someone. And, you know, this is something that you do desire. You do desire to communicate with this person. You're wanting to have a new, kind of a new start, a passionate start. I'm not going to lie that I am picking up on that this may be a more sexual connection for you, that that you're very highly attracted to this person, and this relationship could have had some issues because there wasn't, there may not have been, it may have been at a more superficial level where it was more sex-based than having this solid foundation. It may have been more of a superficial level with this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Wands sitting here with the Devil. I'm really picking up on that, real desire, where it can be almost toxic desire, in a sense where you're really attracted to this person, and that caused a little bit of toxicity in the relationship, a little bit. Not a lot. I mean, I just see it as being a little bit obsessive. Like you really are attracted to that person, which is why, you're wanting to resolve things with them, because you do find them very attractive. But I think that you want this to be a little bit more with this, with this being an Ace of Cups versus an Ace of Wands coming out. I really feel like you're wanting this to be a little more deeper, which is why you're wanting, you're sitting in this King of Swords of wanting that more open, honest communication, or open and honest exchange that's at a little more deeper level than maybe just a sexual relationship, is what I'm really picking up on, Libra. You're wanting it to be deeper, especially with that Hermit, being in that Hermit energy. I really am picking up on kind of, wanting it to be more a deeper relationship. Funny enough, with that Hermit card, I'm really being drawn to, interesting enough on this card, and it's hard to see, but down there at the bottom, being drawn to that little snake that's almost in an infinity symbol. It's like in a figure 8, in an infinity. I don't know if I was probably holding my fingers over that picture, but down there in that bottom corner right here, there's that snake. And that snake is coiled, wrapped in a figure 8, or like an infinity symbol. And it's like that Hermit is looking down on that. So it's like there's, it's like wanting to shine a light on that, that toxicity, on that deception, anything that might be hidden, that might be toxic and deceptive. You're wanting to shine a light on that and like really just get some clarification, is what I really am picking up for you, Libra. So for your, to wrap it up from the universe, I have the 5 of Wands in reverse, the 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. So with this 2 of Wands, it's like you have an idea, like you're wanting to move toward this person. You're wanting to lay down those conflicts. Like I already kind of said, it's just kind of, it's almost just compounding, reinforcing the message I already said. So it's basically verifying I was on the right track with these final cards. It's all it was doing is verifying that the message that I gave you was the right message, because like I said, you're wanting to end this conflict because you're wanting to shed a light on that deception. And this is, it did escalate this 9 of Cups to a 10 of Cups. So it's showing that, you know, that this is something that you do want. And with that 2 of Wands saying that, you know, you're wanting to move in a direction, but you're only willing to do so, you know, if you can open up the lines of communication and can bring more foundation to this relationship than just a sexual connection is what I get for you, Libra. So that's what I have for you for this week, for what you need to know. So thank you for joining me, Libra. We're going to go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, any Scorpios out there that decided to join me this week. Thank you for tuning in and taking your time out of your busy schedule. This is what you need to know for this week. We'll just see what comes through. What does Scorpio need to know for this week? So your overall energy is the World. So there was another sign, I believe it was Taurus that got that this week as their overarching energy, and that did come out as from a card I pulled from the opposite deck, the one I used for the main spread. And so if you have Taurus in your chart, or I'm even going to say know a Taurus, if there's a Taurus that you're connecting with, you might want to watch their reading. Or if you have Taurus in your chart, you might want to go watch their reading. There might be something in there for you. I don't normally say if someone you're dealing with is a Taurus, but I'm picking that up. So I'm going to go ahead and share that if you're dealing with a Taurus, Scorpio, you may want to check out their reading. Because there might be something that might give you a little bit of insight into how they're thinking and feeling this coming week. So, and interesting enough, I think they had this card as well in their spread, that 6 of Pentacles. So definitely, if you're dealing with the Taurus, I don't really say that. And it could be that your roles could be reversed in this situation. Really interesting that you guys had the same cards. And I'm really picking up on being drawn back to that Taurus reading. So just keep that in mind, Scorpio. Really picking that up for you. Okay? Okay. So, okay, I get it. Yeah, stop. It's telling me to stop, and it wants that card there. Okay. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, thank you. So it was trying to tell me to stop and okay, that doesn't want that there. It wants this card in the middle. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so they definitely had some input. My guides definitely had some input, or you had some influence on them to tell them what you wanted, how you wanted this, what card you wanted, for sure. I have noticed that with Scorpios, that they seem like when I've done a few readings for them, it's like Scorpios tend to want to tell me or my guides what to do. I had that happen a few times in readings for you, Scorpio. So this is a significant relationship. 2 of Cups. That soulmate energy, really picking up on soulmate energy for you, Scorpio. I think that there's some fear around this connection for you. With the Strength card, I'm not picking up strength so much as fear. And when there is fear, it does take strength. So that's like that's cute. Kind of where when you need strength, it's usually because you have a fear of something. But I'm picking up the fear on that card is what I'm really picking up on. And it's a fear of working with someone, whoever the soulmate is, for some reason of like you're almost challenged with working together with this person. Like, I do think that there is you want to have this equal give and take with them, Scorpio, but it's like there's this fear of making this work. I don't know why. It's like there's a fear of communicating. Like maybe you have trouble communicating to this person on some level. Maybe they're not. maybe they're not open emotionally, like that they don't express themselves how they feel. There may have there might be some emotional distance there where you have a hard time gauging, Scorpio, how this person feels. So it's like you don't know the level of effort, the level of work or effort or reciprocation you should give in this situation, which that's, I really feel with this Seven of Swords energy, where the deception is just you not understanding, because it's not really so much a deceptive energy as a not knowing energy of it's like you don't know what you don't know. It's really if this person isn't expressing themselves or being very open with you about how they feel, it's that kind of like you kind of get like wonder what they're thinking, what they're up to, because it's not clear to you, is what I'm really picking up. And so it's difficult to communicate. It's like you don't know how much to communicate. You don't know how much to work on in this relationship. You don't know how much to share, how much to not share, how much to give, how much to not give, Scorpio. But with this World card and the Three of Pentacles being here, I think that, that you're wanting to put an end to this not knowing, or and almost an end to this fear in a sense. Because with your center card being working together, that card of working together, it's like you want to work with this person. What you're wanting to put an end to, that world is almost like a feeling like making up your mind to see how to work together with this person, which is, like I said, you might want to watch that Taurus reading, because it was that same kind of energy where they wanted to really take action, like they wanted to initiate things. I don't feel that for you, Scorpio. I don't feel you're in that energy of wanting to initiate things or take charge of the situation or take action. For you, it's like wanting to get past the confusion. You're wanting to get past the fear and the confusion, and find a way to make this come together. But it's a little bit slightly different message and sitting in a little bit slightly different energy. And then you have the Two of Cups again. So this is really, clarifying that, that this is something, see, this is a significant relationship, soulmate relationship for you that you're on the fence about. With this Two of Pentacles, it's like, it's so, you feel like it's so up in the air, Scorpio. You feel like you just don't know where you stand with this person, is what I'm really feeling like. And that Ten of Wands is that weight of the weight of not knowing what you don't know, so it seems like to me that in this situation, that some clarity needs, communication and clarity needs to happen here. But it's whether this person wants to open up to you. And I'm looking at a Scorpio that's dealing with someone that they feel cannot open up to them. And so, you're challenged because of that. But I do see that you do want to work together with this person. You want to make this work. It's like Scorpios don't really know how. So what you need to know is that that I think that in this situation, there does need to be more communication. You guys do need to talk more, and I think you need to express yourself. I think with this Ace of Wands, I'm really picking up express yourself to this person. So what you need to know is if as significant as you're saying it is, with 2 soulmate cards coming out, if this person is so significant to you, that you need to express your feelings. And even if they don't express it back, express your feelings of the fact that you need them to express themselves more, so that you understand where you stand. You may need to come forward with that. That's what I think you need to know, Scorpio. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. I think that wrapped up your reading. So next we have Sagittarius. So hello, Sagittarius, and any Sagittarians out there. Thank you so much for joining me this week. This is what you need to know. So what is Sagittarius's overall energy, overarching energy for this week? What's their overarching energy, and what's that card? So the King of Wands. So let's see what that is going to be, what that has to do with. So Sagittarius, that's a fire card. The King of Wands is that fire, and Sagittarius is our fire sign. So a little bit of sitting in your power, a little bit, I think. I mean, even though King of Wands is typically a Leo card, with that being fire, you're sitting in your element, is what I'm going to say. Is sitting in your element is what I'm feeling. What does Sagittarius need to know for this week, please? Tell me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Okay. That's where it wants it. So what are you hiding, Sagittarius? What are you hiding? What's in your moon here? Okay, even though I shuffled these, and you'll have to see, you saw how much I shuffled these. Even though I shuffled these, you have 3 cards that came out in the exact same position, that came out in the Scorpio reading. This 3 of Pentacles being your primary center card, with the the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords are in the exact same positions that came out. Even though I shuffled, came out in the exact same positions for you, Sagittarius. I don't know if that's significant, but I am going to draw your attention to it since my attention was drawn to it. So I really feel like what you're, with this moon card, what you're hiding is, I'm almost feeling like I'm talking to a Sagittarius that is trying to almost put a mask onto the world. And so you're showing up in the world with a happy face, even though underneath it all, that's not how you're really feeling. I see a Sagittarius here that is feeling a little bit lonely, that does want to, that wants things to change, that you have you have both the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. So, it's working together, working on something with people. I don't pick this up as, this is not solely relationship based. So it's not strictly relationship. So this can be open to other things, Sagittarius, in your life. I'm going to put that out there right now. I'm not going to say this is not feeling like a primarily relationship reading. But it's like wanting to move away from things that make you feel almost alone and lonely, or make you feel like you're an outsider. Is what I'm picking up on. You're wanting to, deep down, you're tired of feeling alone. You're tired of feeling left out. You're wanting to, you're wanting to feel like you belong. That's what you want to happen. I'm really picking that up. That I'm talking to a Sagittarius. So if, that this is the energy that I'm picking up. And so this may or may not resonate with every Sagittarius, but if it does, then know this reading is for you. If you are somebody that is kind of putting a mask out to the world of putting on a happy face for the world, but deep down, you're feeling alone or feeling left out, feeling like, that you want to connect more with people. You want to connect more, and you're trying to manifest this. You're trying to manifest this into reality. And that's your desire to move toward, not feeling left out. You have a real desire to not be left out, because you have the Magician with the Hierophant, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm so flabbergasted that I've been getting so many, it seems like almost every spread I've been doing the last 3 weeks, I keep getting one card in reversal, with my decks not having my cards in reverse. So with you having the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you're not having those starts with people. You're not having, like, when you try and connect with people, it seems like it's not going anywhere for you, Sagittarius, or it's short-lived, where you just keep feeling like you're alone in the world, that you have a hard time connecting with people, and you're really having, you're really wanting to get past that. You're wanting to change that, and you're manifesting this, like, longer relationships in your life is what I feel like what you need to know is that, that this is a Sagittarius that is doing what it takes, trying to manifest or change the fact that, that they have a huge desire to change that aspect about themselves, to find a way to make relationships be longer, to not feel so left out and alone, when it comes to and this is, like I said, this isn't just like a romantic relationships. This is in any aspect of your life. It could be even in a job situation where you feel like you're an outsider, like you can't connect to the people you work with. It could be that as well. So, take it in stride that it's not just wasn't just a read for a romantic relationship. It can be any type of relationship. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. We're going to go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, any Capricorns out there that decided to join me. Thank you so much for taking a moment out of your busy schedule and watching this reading. I hope you get something out of it. So you can go ahead and pull your overarching energy. What is your overarching energy for the week? What is Capricorn's overarching energy for the week? So you have the Knight of Cups. So maybe wanting to move towards someone in love, or move towards something or someone in your life that you have feelings for. And we'll see more cards, whether that is a person or a situation in general, because it doesn't have to be a romantic situation. We can love things other than people. So really feeling like that is not a reverse, because I don't think I put it back in the deck right, because I'm not picking up reversal energy off of that. Okay, so what I have for you, Capricorn, is so I think that something has happened to give you, Capricorn, a new perspective on things. So I think that something shook up a little bit, even though there's not a tower on this spread. With the star here, the star comes after a tower moment, and especially with that Hangman being your center card of your spread, it's like something happened that gave you a new perspective, a new way of thinking about something, a new mindset, a new way of thinking about something. Definitely not picking up that this is not love specific. So apply this to any area of your life that it pertains. But it's something that you it did cause you a little bit of regret. It was something that happened that you maybe either you didn't act on something, or you acted in a way that was was rash, that caused something to change. And because of that, you had like something happen to shake things up for you a little bit, and you gained a new perspective, a new mindset of how to move forward in general. And I think that this, I really am feeling like with this 4 and 5 of Cups being here, that this is something that you were very disappointed about. I'm really feeling like regret and disappointment. And it may have been that, I almost, with this Emperor being here, a stubborn energy, like you might have been very stubborn about something, Capricorn, and that stubbornness, and don't get me wrong, like Capricorns can't be, like Capricorns being stubborn, come on. Sorry, but they are the goat. You are the goat. Goats can be stubborn. Capricorns do have that stubbornness about them, or can have that stubbornness about them. Really picking that up off that Emperor card is stubbornness. And I think that stubbornness caused something to happen. It's like, and I don't know what this is. There's too many Capricorns out there, and this is not being very specific. So you're going to have to apply this to whatever it is in your life. But I think that it's resulting in a new way of seeing things, and wanting to move differently in the world. Like it's like you're wanting to move past that, to lay that down, and communicate a little bit differently in the world. Whatever this is, with this Knight of Cups being your overall energy, it's wanting to move in a direction that you care about. It's something you care about. It's something that matters to you. With that Knight of Cups, that you're wanting to move toward and communicate. With this 8 of Wands, I'm really picking up on that. A new way of communicating in love, potentially, is what I'm picking up. Is that you've maybe thought about how to change how you communicate in love, and you want to bring that forward into either towards someone or something, is what I'm getting. So Judgment, Strength, the Strength, picking up that Strength card that was in your spread. So your final cards here from the universe is the Judgment with the Strength and the 9 of Pentacles. So, 2 major arcanas, the Strength being picked up again. So I think this is your resolve. That Strength card is your resolve to, and with Judgment being there, of wanting to make this change, which is going to, it's 9 of Pentacles to me, talks about almost an independence or freedom. And it's like almost freeing yourself. It's like getting past something. Like, I really feel like I'm talking to a Capricorn, that if you haven't got past this, you are going to gain insight on a new way of communicating how you feel to people. But this is taking a lot of strength, and that's being compounded. And it might be communicating how you feel as far as wanting to be independent. That maybe that's how, what you're communicating to people, is that you realized, with this Judgment here, Capricorn, that you want to be independent, and you're getting ready to express that. And that could be in any aspect of your life. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It definitely could be a relationship, but it doesn't have to be, a romantic relationship. It could be, it could be in a work situation, that you're wanting to break free of a work situation, and you're wanting to communicate and express your feelings about, how you feel, about your work situation. Maybe things have been unjust, and maybe you feel like they haven't been fair in a situation. And so you're wanting to communicate that. Like, I feel like with the stubbornness that we talked about, Capricorn, it was like, you were stubbornly sitting in this energy of just dealing with it, like dealing with the situation, just kind of just stubbornly dealing with it, instead of voicing how you feel. And so I think that this Capricorn, what you need to know is this is somebody that's getting ready to, if you haven't yet, you're going to be getting ready to express how you feel to someone or something. It's going to be a person, because even in a job situation, if it's a job and how you feel about the way things are handled or the way someone is treating you, it's still usually a person you're going to communicate that with. So you're going to be communicating with someone how you feel about something. And then I think it's going to be around you wanting to be more independent in whatever that situation is. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I think that was a really good reading, actually. So if it resonated with you, please hit that like button and feel free to comment down below. We're going to go ahead and move on to Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. I know if I did shuffle, you can see I was shuffling at the end. If you really are concerned, you can roll back to Capricorn's reading. At the end of Capricorn's reading, you roll back a few seconds and see that I was shuffling at the end of the reading for you. So you have your overall energy for this week is the Ace of Pentacles. So wanting to have a new beginning, a stable new beginning somewhere or in something. Oh my goodness. So the cards decided to take a wild leap. I actually am going to have to get those cards. Didn't think. If it would have just been one or two and they would have all been face down, I would have been happy to just let them stay until the end of your reading, but it was a lot of cards, so I didn't want to shortchange you on the reading. Okay, Aquarius, let's see. Let's dive into this. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius, what do they need to know for this week? Now that I put those cards back in, it's really wanting me to shuffle. It might be wanting to bring some of those cards back to the surface. We'll see what happens. I didn't look at all of them, but I did look at a few that were turned upside down. Okay, so that's where it finally is saying to stop. Okay. So what are you manifesting? It looks like you're spying on something or trying to research someone or something. I'm going to say something. I keep getting drawn to more of a person, though. Might be spying on someone. I'm going to go with it because I keep wanting to say someone. So I think this is a person. Yeah. And then we have Hart. Yeah, I'm really picking up this is a person versus a thing. So what I have for you, Aquarius, is that you're trying to manifest someone that you desire. You with this Knight of Wands, you're wanting to it's someone you desire, and that you want to get together and have a good time with this person. You also have the Four of Wands here, which is wanting something maybe a little bit more long term, but it's like you're trying to figure out how to do that and trying to manifest that. With the Page of Swords here and the Magician, it's like you're trying to manifest a passionate new start with this. You're wanting to bring things together with this person. You're wanting to manifest this kind of Four of Wands energy with this person. And you're using your intuition and strength to try and do this. You're to potentially, Aquarius, bring this stable new start, because I really am feeling drawn. This Ace of Pentacles with your overarching energy is being pulled toward that Four of Wands, and the star is the overall center card of the spread. So it's having hope that you can come together with this person, even though there has been a little bit of pain and heartbreak in this situation. But I think it's because the heartbreak is because there's something that's been a little bit of a challenge here. And I'm going to say the challenge is with the Eight of Pentacles being here, is working together with this person. And so I think that you're doing this spying or research on this person to figure out how to work together with them. You're trying to figure out how to work together, and you're being hopeful about it. Because you do have a lot of passion and desire for this person, and you desire for this, like you want to start again. You know, you want to move toward this person. You want to present them with this Ace of Pentacles, this new start, that reset button. And you're using your intuition to try and bring this together and manifest this, because like I said, you are hopeful. You're hopeful that this is going to come together. So let's see what the universe has as a final energy or final message. So from the universe, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups. So again, it's like you want to move toward this person. So many cards you have, you know, between what's on the table here and these cards from the universe, you have almost every night here. So definitely having a strong desire to move toward this person. And with the Wheel of Fortune being here is to change, you know, you're hoping that to have some luck, to change, you know, like that things will change in this situation. So what you need to know is that, you know, that I think that you're going to, you know, you're going to be moving toward this person. I think that you're going to express, you know, with all these cards of movement, I think that you're going to communicate with this person. That's what I think that you need to know, that you are going to have communication again with this person. I think you're going to be the one, Aquarius, that's going to initiate it. You're going to initiate it because this is something, you know, you're wanting to have something stable. You're wanting this person to be in your life in some capacity long term is what you're wanting. And so you're doing the work, the research to try and figure out how to have this new start, this new beginning with them that is going to keep them in your life a little bit longer, like for the long haul. And you really have a desire to do that, you know, and like I said, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's saying, you know, you're wanting that wheel to turn 180 degrees in your favor. Aquarius, is what I feel, is you're wanting it to turn in your favor because you do have this hope here, kind of a wish. I'm almost not so much a wish as hope off of this card, but there is that desire, that wish, a little bit of wanting to come together with this person in a more long-term fashion. I'm not going to say marriage, but because this could be, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be anyone in your life that you're just wanting to have in your life long-term. You know, that something, and it's not showing me here what happened, that it indicates with this Ace of Pentacles that something happened, that you guys aren't communicating, that you're not friends right now, or that things don't feel like they're permanent between you, you know, that this person is going to be in your life long term, that you feel like with almost every night coming out that you need to move toward them, and that you need to have a new beginning with them. With this Ace of Pentacles, you're needing to have a new start, a new beginning, but you're finding a way to, so what you need to know is you're trying to find a way to make this more long-term, to keep this person in your life for the long haul, whoever this is to you. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can be, but I'm picking up on it could be anyone. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be anyone. So keep that in mind. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me this week. I appreciate you if you took a moment to watch. This is going to be your overarching energy. We're going to pull your overarching energy and what you need to know for this week. It keeps telling me this card, so we're going to take that card. What nice energy. Okay, so you're working on something. I'm really feeling positivity off that card. That's why I said nice energy, because I feel something. What I'm feeling is very positive. So working towards something, making something happen. So Pisces, what are you making happen this week? What are you making happen? What do you need to know that, so it looks like really feeling like you're wanting to, I'm really thinking you're wanting to come together with someone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely wanting to come together with someone. I think this is someone from your past. So definitely with the world and the death card coming out, this is not only a cycle that ended with this person, but you feel like this relationship is over. Going to say right now, I'm definitely picking up this is a more a romantic. You know what? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm actually, because I just got the thought that this could be in fact a job situation. It could be somewhere that you worked previously, that you're looking back on a little bit. You could have left a place of employment, and now you're almost thinking to yourself that you may want to go back to that job. You may be desiring to go back to that job. Just putting that out there. That's not everyone, but that message is coming through. But for those that message does resonate with, you are self-sabotaging it a little bit, because you're really conflicted about whether you want to do that or not. And we'll see for those when we get the final cards from the universe. We'll see if there's anything more that comes through on that. Because all I see is the desire here, a lot of desire, and that there was happiness in that situation. But like the conflict is coming on whether you want to have the Ace of Pentacles, that new start in that situation. If this is pertaining to a job, like you leaving a job and thinking about going back to a job that you previously worked at. So if that's your situation, no, that's what's going on. The other situation that I'm also picking up on is if this is a romantic relationship. This is, again, you're still wanting to have, with that Ace of Pentacles being in the middle, you're wanting to have a new start, but this is something that came to an end. It came to an end. And you definitely have a lot of passion, a lot of desire for this person. You're very attracted to them. They brought you some happiness. Again, though, and I see you wanting to work on this situation, with that Eight of Pentacles being the overall energy and the Ace of Pentacles being the center card in your spread. But again, it's self-sabotage, that you're almost self-sabotaging whether you're going to have this new start or not. Hopefully, I really think that we almost need some advice, so hopefully the universe gives us some advice in these last final cards from the universe, because I'm just picking up on the situations, and not necessarily, I mean, yes, I see the desire to have a new start or wanting to work on having a new start, but I also see that may not happen if you self-sabotage this, Pisces. Can I get 3 final cards, please, to wrap up this reading? 3 final cards, preferably some advice. Well, 4 came out there, so I'm going to go ahead and take those 4. So we have, oh, actually 5. There's 6 here. There's 6 here. Wow, okay. So, you know what? I am going to take this, I'm feeling the need to split these 3 and 3. So these first 3 cards are going to be for that first scenario of Pisces. I don't always do this, but that's what's telling me to do. This is for that first Pisces, that it's talking about a job situation, okay? So for the job situation, if that message resonated with you and it's pertaining to a job, you have the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So all Pentacles. And when you're talking about work, that's definitely positive. Definitely saying that, you know, it's worth your time. It's going to be worth your money and your time and the investment in it, because Pentacles, you know, can talk about fortune, but it also talks about time. And with the 7 of Pentacles there, you know, it's talking about planting those seeds, you know, planting those seeds. So I really feel like the universe is saying to you, Pisces, if this is a job situation and it resonated with you, that there's a job that you're thinking about going back to, that you really loved, that, you know, that you had a lot of happiness around, or you're remembering that you had a lot of good times and enjoyed that job quite a bit, and you're thinking about trying to go back to that employer or that job, that it's going to be a wise decision. That you need to get past this self-sabotage that you're doing, and go ahead and you know, invest in that, is what I'm getting. So that's for that scenario. If you resonated with the second set, that it's a relationship thing, if it's in a relationship and you're wanting to have a new beginning in a relationship, you have the Ace of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands and the Fool. So take that risk to have a new start. You have the Ace of Pentacles coming out twice here. So if you take a risk, sweetie, no. If you take a risk, I'm sorry, I'm wary when he gets up here, because he's already been up here before and knocked some things down and broke some stuff on my table. So I'm a little bit leery when he wants to decide to get up here. But luckily, we're about to wrap this up. So what I have here is that, you know, if you take a chance and have this new beginning, that you're going to have success. So either way, either situation, whichever one it is for you, you are going to have success in this. So just know that. So that's where I'm going to end this reading. So thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, please share, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you again in future readings. Thank you so much. Also, feel free to comment below. Thank you. I hope you have a good day.